giving you your messages for the end of November into December of 2025. Come on in. Can't believe I'm already almost into December already. Whew. Man, time is flying by. We're going to get right down into it. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends of Sag who may have crossed over, the higher galactic beings that might be overseeing this act of divination after all, and the ascended masters. Please come in today and help guide and give us messages for people's best and highest good in a way that we can all understand. Please and thank you. Sagittarius, one more card, please. Thank you. Whoa, too many there. Alrighty. We have the sun. Very nice. I like it. Trump right off the bat. Illumination. The sun brings in growth. It brings in healing. It brings in, a lot of good, yummy things, right? So, but this could be exposure, right? These two people looking at the sun could be exposure or something. I don't know how that's going to be yet. Solidity, inner core. This is a very peaceful card. I feel like it's, serenity and peace and sovereignty, and someone is feeling it in the inner core. Someone has a beautiful inner core. Okay, that's in your present. Then I have depth and lake. Yeah, it's deep. I feel like somebody feels like they're drowning or they can't keep their head above water or something. This is crowning you, Sagittarius. If it's not you, it's them. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit, right? This could be very deep. Beginnings and East, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. New beginnings is on the horizon. I like it. New beginnings. The East. Power and volcanoes. Ooh. When a volcano erupts, it comes from down deep into the earth. Something's powerful. Someone is. All right. And this one, I feel like, the kind of rising, it's almost like a phoenix out of the ash, kind of, whoever this is, male or female. Somebody's rising. Somebody has power here. Okay. All right. We're going to use my handy dandy homemade oracle here. Get a little more of the vibe before we go into my tarot. Threatening. Something about threatening. All righty. Who threatened who here? Or what? The sun is right over it. Threatening. Exposure. The exposure is threatening. Something. Somebody's exposure. Hi, everybody. Hello. Good to see you. Show me what I need to see. All right. Sagittarius, what is going on? Good omen. Right on. I like it. That is in your present, Sag. Know that. The solidity, the beauty. Look at the inner core of just how beautiful. That's a really good. I like this for you. All right. Show me what I need to see. Okay. I'm kind of feeling like crickets, I guess. Holistic medication crowning you. Some good old natural holistic medication. It goes deep. Yeah, it goes deep. Somebody needs to heal in a really, really big way. Or something. Toys, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Beginnings. Toys. Are they playing with you? Are you playing with them? All right, one more. All right, that's the one. Hold on. Con artist or scam artist. Yeah, volcanoes in power right over this. Somebody has the power. We have the power. All right. Gonna use my wild unknown to start with here. Show me what I need to see, Spirit. Something is threatening. Yeah, threatening. It's not fulfilling. Somebody walked away from something in the past. They were too threatening, maybe, or whatever. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Whoa, okay. 5 of Wands reversed. Yeah. There's a good omen with this combative kind of energy, right? It's like the war being over. There's a good omen there for you. Solidity and inner core. It's about peace. No more fighting, right? No more fighting. All right. Then I have Ace of Swords down, 10 of Cups, Mother of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, holistic medication. Somebody's very confused. They could be lying to themselves maybe, or pathological liars, even possibly. Somebody needs some good old holistic medication, some good old, I don't know if this is therapy, if it's something natural. So, but it goes deep. This person is whoever this is, I feel like is drowning, or they feel like they're drowning, right? Toys around the home, the connection of things, hope, fear, challenge, and homework. There's a new beginning. This is a challenge for you. It's a challenge to have a new beginning around the home. Okay. Okay. This is a very nurturing and mothering Queen of Pentacles, right? Yeah, I feel like somebody's good with money. Somebody's scamming somebody or trying to. Somebody wants to scam them. They want to con them, right? The Wheel of the Year. Look at the mess. Looks like a mess. But it is about change. Somebody left the cuckoo's nest. Somebody left the cuckoo's nest. It's about change. Yeah, something was fated in the past. And how we deal with that moment is what shapes our destiny, right? Getting out of the confusion, however, there's a good omen here. But see, I see confusion here with the Ace of Swords down, right? Somebody freed themselves, possibly, from this competition, this envy, this jealousy, this combative, whatever that is. They freed themselves, and they're in clarity. There's a good omen here. Somebody was very threatening in the past, like a threatening, like dominating. 9 of Wands, dead center in the reading. Yeah. Somebody's tired. They're tired, boss. Tired of dealing with the lies. People are drowning. Or they feel like they are. When you say so many lies and you can't keep them straight anymore, it is kind of pathetic. I don't know. I was never a big liar. You could see right through me. Some people, they don't know how not to. And I'm not even sure why. Like what, I don't know if people even know why they do half the time. But other times they very well know. Yeah, there's really nothing going anywhere out of this around the home. Something's a toy. Like I feel like somebody's being treated like a toy, or it's about a toy. Was it games? Were they playing games? They still want to. This was all bad intent. They planted bad seeds, or they're planning on it. Somebody's powerful here. Volcano right over this. Mother of Pentacles also. Con artist and scam artist. Yeah. Mother, daughter, mother, son. father, daughter, father, son, whatever that is. Mother of Wands just came out. Somebody took charge and took action, right? Wheel of Fortune. They changed things in a big way. Something was divinely timed. Something happened at some point where the angels and the ancestors, you know, they saw something that maybe you didn't see or they didn't see, and they showed it to them because they didn't like what was going on behind the scenes. See? Yeah. What comes around goes around. I feel like the tables are turning. Tables have turned for somebody. This one's a very protective queen, right? Protecting those eggs. It's about change. Somebody took charge. Threatening. I feel like this Mother of Wands was in a threatening vibe. Four of Swords down. That Mother of Wands might be a witch or a warlock. It's about change. They don't want to deal with it, but too bad, so sad. It just shows how very, very, very unhealed someone is. They're completely blocked. You know, there's chaos, there's confusion, and there is a good omen over this. Somehow, some way. Inner core solidity. Somebody has found their own peace. Excuse me, I'm just getting over being sick, so I still have the cough. Yeah, it's all about foundations with fours, and the foundation of things, it was just not good. These were poor choices in the past. People are tired, man. They're just fucking tired. Tired boss, right? But, you know, those stairs are still climbable, and it's like, and you're not taking me down kind of an energy. You can still climb up those stairs, right? Towards ascension. Something about ascension. Somebody's ascending. Yeah. And there's no real clarity. Somebody could use some therapy, I think, out there. They're not doing well. They could be mentally ill, or something. Everybody has something, right? Depression, anxieties, bipolars, autisms, dementias, whatever it is, you know. But I feel like somebody's not doing well. There is a good omen around this somehow. You know, I got a few mothers on the table already, and I'm getting like a lot of energies here, so I'm feeling like there's a lot to this. It's deep, you know. Father of Cups, Daughter of Cups down. Somebody is very emotionally content and happy. I got an extra. I'm going to take it. Somebody's very content and happy, and that's what it's all about, right? Being happy and content, mentally stable, you know. Somebody feels like they're drowning, however, you know, in the depths, in the lake. But I like the dead center in the reading card with the 9 of Wands, because it's like it's telling you to keep going. There is a good omen out of this somehow, some way, Sag. All right, somebody doesn't want to reflect or take accountability. That's the hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Taking accountability for what you have done, even if it is only to yourself. Admit it to your damn self. I feel like people could be lying to themselves. You know what I mean? You got to kind of be real. Not kind of, you do. Everybody. This is a world where everything is an illusion, right? We're taught the wrong things. We're, you know, all of these things that, you know, we got to be real. And this person, hope, fear, challenge, and homework, they don't want to reflect. They know there's no future here with this person. There's nothing growing in that field, right? This is about gifts or some sort of reciprocation, right? To the Empress. Mother of Pentacles right over it, Son of Pentacles down. Yeah, very creative, abundant energy. But con artist and scam artist is right over this. I feel like this Empress is powerful. You know, that's what I feel out of that card. Yeah, it was an illusion. They wanted to cast an illusion. Somebody's not doing well. They're living in Fantasy Island. Their mental stableness, I feel, or the mind control or something, the games of it, the games, the spiritual warfare is real, people. Are we talking about spiritual warfare here? I wonder. Could be. Show me what I need to see. Changing over to my pagan deck or whatever it's called. Viking deck. I don't know. 8 of Swords down. 8 of Cups up. Yeah, somebody's walking away. They're not trapped anymore. Somebody was too threatening. The sun is shining brightly. Somebody feels exposed. They're in a threatening way. Or they want to threaten this person. Or they did. They were just very dominating. The Wheel of Fortune down. Ding, 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 ding. The Empress. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. There's a lot of mothers here. A lot of mother figures. A lot of creativity. A lot of abundance. A lot of nurturing. But this Empress here with the Ace of Swords down is not in clarity. They're not doing well. Right? Male or female, it doesn't matter. The Magician. Somebody's creating their own happy home. The Magician, the one who creates. Toys right over this. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Yeah. They need to work on a new beginning. They need to create a new beginning or something. That's what it's about. This is not a game. They're acting like it's fun, or they did. They're weak. They have no defense. They have no courage. With this Mother of Pentacles, they're a con artist. Those masks that people wear are so covert, hidden in plain sight. I don't think it's hiding anymore. I don't think it's hiding anymore. Show me. 5 of Cups, Judgment. Yeah. Very disappointing, very heartbreaking. Yeah. Somebody was. It's about change. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody feels lost. They feel like they're drowning. I really feel like somebody needs some therapy out there. Somebody needs to talk to somebody. It's kind of like a hopeless. I don't like that feeling out of that 5 of Cups. People are under judgment because of this. And there is a good omen, believe it or not. The inner core, your inner core needs to be, it's like, you have to have the peace. I'm almost hearing like the walk your talk, If you want peace, you have to be in peace. That's how you attract. Somebody's in good judgment here, however. And then, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, very, very hard times, very without. This is definitely a backfire for somebody. Somebody did not expect this to happen. They didn't feel like they were going to get caught. I think somebody was in a very creative way and exposed this in a very creative way. King of Cups. Somebody's happy. Ding, 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 ding. 2 Fathers of Cups here. Somebody's emotionally content. Somebody's very happy. This Empress is for sure. But this King of Cups is tired. I feel like too much has been done and not taken care of. No accountability, no reflection. Nobody cared. Has it been years? It's probably been years. Hold on, I got a couple here. 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups down. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's breaking ancestral curses. Somebody's speaking their mind. You know that there's no more future there with them. Somebody is the master magician of it all, right? Somebody's teaching somebody a lesson. Could be. This could be a hard one. Some people will never learn either, but it is about new beginnings around the home. going forward, growth, right? Stay stuck in the past. Who's going to fucking stay stuck in the past? We're in 2019. I was going to say 19 something. Can you believe that? I feel like these people are still in the 1990s or 80s or whatever the heck. I don't know. I don't know. They're dealing with it hard though. They have no defense. Somebody is powerful. I think it's shocking somebody, you know. Yeah, it's kind of like forcing the reflection that they don't want to see or something, whatever this is. Somebody's a big old con. They're a big fat liar, a pathological liar. And they're teaching it, I feel, you know. Some of them are. See how that turned around? Yeah, the moon up. Mother of Wands. This is a witch or a warlock. Uh-huh. Yeah, the deception, the threatening, the secrets, the fears, dreams. Some of you may be having some nightmares or prophetic dreams, maybe. Keep your eyes to the sky kind of thing. It's very disappointing and heartbreaking, and it's clear as day with all this deception. And they're still trying to, I feel like they're the only ones that, like, everybody knows, whatever that means. And they're still trying to get away with it or whatever they're doing, being cunning or what. Yeah, this Page of Swords is standing in her truth. Strong. Yeah, very, very unhealed energies. Very, a lot of disabling energies, right? There's a good omen over this. This Page of Swords is in good judgment. It's about backfire. It's about things that haven't changed. Things that, you know, I feel like somebody was, you know, laughed at and told, you know, oh, life isn't fair. Yeah, it isn't, is it? Or is it? Right? Because when you stand in your truth and you don't budge, because the ultimate truth, you can't deny it, right? It's the ultimate, absolute. And when you stand in it, there's no choice but to see it. King of Swords down, big fat liar, Father of Cups. Yeah. This person does not want to admit what they've done. I feel like a lot of them won't admit, like ever. That's sad for them. That keeps them stuck. See? Somebody here is happy, however. You know, they've learned the truth. They see the truth. They freed themselves. I feel like they got the hell out of Dodge. They you know, missed a bullet or something. You know, it was divinely timed. They got out in the nick of time or something, whatever that means. Two of Cups down, Five of Swords, and I have two extras here. High Priestess reversed. And then I have this card here, which is actually two meanings. This is one of the cards that I was talking about where it has two meanings in one card. It's the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, all wrapped into one. Somebody is definitely tired of this fucking nightmare, right? They're in abundance, but they're tired of the nightmare and they need to fucking heal, right? Somebody does. They are very against this High Priestess, the one who knows, right? The one who knows. This is the truth, right? This is ancient knowledge. This is like being against it or whatever, and being very cruel about it at the same time. There's no rest for the wicked here for this devil type energy that I'm picking up on. You know, it's caused this union off, right? Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. This is, you know, trying to make a new beginning out of something that you know isn't going anywhere. You know, maybe we just need to take accountability and forget the new beginning, right? If only to yourselves, whoever that is. All right, somebody's standing in it. Yeah, this was bad counsel. Yeah, bad investment. Never should have done this. Somebody played with the wrong person. I think they underestimated somebody in a huge way. Yeah. I'm getting a lot. It's all about somebody's peace, their inner peace. Somebody wanted to steal somebody's inner peace for energy. That's like a soul sucker, succubus, kind of incubus, Jezebel. Two of spades, nine of swords. Yeah, it's been going on a long time. Somebody is not doing well. I advise someone to see a doctor or a therapist. They need to talk. They need to get it out. They need to heal. Maybe they just need to cry, like hard, and let it out. Because that's when the true healing begins. Yeah, it's all about the female, the sweetheart. Two of diamonds. This is some female. Could be a very independent energy. I'll take one more of these, please, and then we can move on. Thank you. Yeah, good health near the flowers. So somebody's in very good health. Three of clubs. Somebody's in very good health. Somebody is not. That's very sad. I hope these, whoever this is, you, them, the others, whoever it is, I do wish you healing and love, because I feel like these energies need it the most. You got to send these people love and light, as hard as that may be. All right, we're going to see what you're cooking up in your kitchens for Thanksgiving this year, huh? I'm going to use my kitchen witch deck. What are you cooking up for Turkey Day? Oh, yes. The holidays. A lot of people are not good with the holidays. This brings back so many memories. People don't want to deal with their families. They don't want to deal, because there's so much shit going on in this freaking world. You know? I want to be the kind of person that people want to be around and hang around. You know? In a cool, positive, empowerment kind of vibe. And I want my friends to be the same way, you know? I don't know, whatever. Somebody, chocolate and aphrodisiac. This is for somebody. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Oh boy, okie dokie. You've been starved of pleasure and your need to be desired is reaching its boiling point. Let libido issues be a thing of the past. Explore every sensual area until you are aroused by a lust for life and diverted from an unhealthy, hedonistic lifestyle. For self-indulgence and a lack of restraint invite addiction. Now carefully peel back my wrapper and inhale my heady delights of my aroma. Allow your taste buds to be tantalized as you become aroused by the erotic stimulant of my ingredients. I am the ultimate love potion. So pop me on your tongue and allow for the power of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, to slide smoothly down your throat. Jeez, this is like a rated X kind of card here. Deeply embrace the warm, stimulative effects of my love filter and get in the mood as you light a few candles, play some soft music, and indulge your senses to get your mojo back. You're going to get your mojo back. You need to make this beginning happen, Captain. That's what that is. That's the good omen there. Once you do this, or they do this, or whatever that is, I feel like the sky will be just so much brighter, you know? Like colors will be brighter. Things will be, you know? We got the moose. You might be seeing a moose. Maybe somebody lives in the northern hemisphere. Maybe it's just a favorite animal. Maybe it's just symbols and signs. Let your head and mind reach the stars. Keep your feet on the ground and on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancients speak through you. You know much. Somebody, strong like bull, I just heard. My grandma used to say, strong like bull. That's cool. Yeah, learning as we go through life, you know. Don't let things stop you, right? You got to go for whatever that is, whatever it is. The fluttering wings, embracing freedom and the joy of exploration. Somebody's free, right? I feel like people are exploring ideas and situations, which is always a good thing, right? Knowledge is power. I always tell people to do their research and question everything 3 times over till you're absolutely sure. But expressing the joy, expressing the life, I like that. I like it. I'll give you a rune and we'll close this out. The Cave of Echoes. Who had this card? I just had this for somebody. I forget who I was reading. Cave of Echoes. Can you hear the echo of the music in Fingal's cave within? Your heart always has a song to sing. A retreat will do good for the soul. Getting out of Dodge, change of scenery, going somewhere new, exploration, spreading your wings, making that fresh new start. Those are your messages, Sagittarius. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. Thank you all so much for watching. Please smash that like, share, and subscribe button. I am now taking personal readings if anybody is interested. My email is in my description and a bunch of other information. Just get in contact with me and we will make it happen, Captain. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.